Hello everyone, this is Umakant here, your host for Freebrandmanager.com, and today I would be speaking on a very interesting topic called Bit Torrents. What are these Bit Torrents? Are they some kind of a wave online or something in real? And why am I talking about Bit Torrents on Freebrand Manager? Let's learn. What are BitTorrents? BitTorrents are made up of seeders and peers and trackers. Trackers are basically online websites where they have a linked database of different files, and these files can be downloaded with the help of clients. And there are different trackers, there are different clients. Some of them are public trackers, some of them are private trackers. With clients, it's similar. You have proprietary software, and then you have open source softwares. The most popular client is uTorrent on Windows. There is a software called Transmission on Unix machines, Linux, Apple, so on, and BitTorrent. I really like BitTorrent, and VAS is also one of the free clients, but it's a bit more heavier compared to the other two. uTorrent is one of the lightest BitTorrent clients, but it supports a lot of ads and it is quite annoying. And I really like BitTorrent for this reason. It's open source, there's no ads on it. Let's talk about the advantages of BitTorrent. The major advantage of BitTorrent is it's fast. Very fast. Websites are based on trackers. They avoid the need of central server. So, whatever you download, it's as fast as how popular it is. So if it is a very popular Linux distro and there are a lot of people downloading that distribution, then you would achieve very high speeds on it. What are the disadvantages of torrents? Because it's so it takes up all your internet bandwidth, it can slow down your internet. And this is somewhat solved with the new clients. They don't take up as much as data which is necessary for browsing and using it for VoIP clients. But before, when the internet speeds were slower and the clients were not so advanced, internet speeds did slow down quite drastically if you use torrents. So a lot of ISPs used to throttle the data for people who use torrents, but it's slowly decreasing and there are very few ISPs who do that. Because this is a very open platform, like you can create your own tracker, you can create any file submissions, it can be used for sharing copyrighted material. And this can prevent originality and creators to develop more content. And most of these trackers or the websites which has this copyright protected files, they generally have a lot of spyware and adware, and they generally track your browsing history with cookies and so on. So they're really not so good. How to find tracker websites? There are a lot of tracking websites. I personally use the Pirate Bay. You can have any different number of trackers, and you can do a Google search on your specific location and it will tell you the most popular trackers and most popular files on those trackers. what are the two different ways of downloading the file which you have found? So when you go on a website like the Pirate Bay, you only find magnetic links. But if you go on some other websites, like if you go on ubuntu.com and you look at the latest version of Ubuntu, you get a version which is .torrent and also a magnet link. So .torrent is a file which has a lot of tracker information. Magnet link is basically it pulls from the raw internet different trackers automatically. It does not have any tracking information. It's just a magnet for attracting trackers. We spoke about the clients, and when you click on a torrent file, it downloads it on your download folder. When you click on magnet link, it will ask you to open any of the torrent client which you have installed on your machine. So after this presentation, I would show you how to look for how to download a client and how to download a file. For any downloads to work, you need to keep in mind that the file has to have seeders. So there is something called as peers, and then there's something called as seeders. Seeders are people who are letting the file to be uploaded so that you can download it. Peers are basically people who are downloading the file right now. So if there are no seeders, then you don't have any downloads. Let's talk about torrent clients. There are many torrent clients. uTorrent is one of them. It's a very lightweight torrent software, but it's ad supported. So I generally don't use uTorrent. What I use is BitTorrent. You have various places where you can download BitTorrent. It's an open source program. So it's available on GitHub. It's available on a lot of open source repository. I generally use FileHippo or FOSS Home. FileHippo, you can click on the latest version and it will download the latest version. And because it's open source, there's always a lot of development happening with BitTorrent. And there are certain advantages of being open source. If there is something new which has come up with on uTorrent, after a couple of days or weeks, that same feature is available on BitTorrent as well. So let us install the client. I will click on English, continue, accept the license agreement, and install. Launch BitTorrent. It tells you it's a file sharing program. When you run torrent, its data will be made available to others by means of upload. It means you will become a seeder and you would be uploading a lot of data from your computer for others to download as well. So you need to keep in mind, and you can literally share any type of file on this platform. I will agree. It opens a software application like this one. It looks like this. I will go through an in-depth tutorial on BitTorrent. Now we will look at tracker. I go generally like Pirate Bay, Ubuntu. Okay, so this is the magnet link. It does not have information for trackers, but it's a magnet, so it attracts all the different trackers which are available for the same site. So when you click on the magnet link, it will first give you a pop-up saying that do you want to open this application on via this client. So say yes, and then it will give you this option to where to save it. When you click OK, it will start loading the file. It will start searching for trackers. It will start downloading. And this are the different various seeders for this file. You can see they are all over the world, and slowly your file starts getting downloaded, and you can see the speed. It will keep on rising. And it will try and maximize the bandwidth available. for the file. So because it's an open platform, the trackers, you can literally have any type of file on this system. So if you are in a copyrighted countries, which most countries are, so be very careful with what you download. And if you download a copyrighted protected file, it is on your own responsibility. If you have any more questions on BitTorrent, or if there is something you want me to explain or help you understand, let me know in comments, and I will try my best to make a video or try to explain in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe to it. I will be making a lot of learning tutorials on everything to do with daily life in IT, in web applications, and different things, which is going to help you have a better life. Thank you. Enjoy. Have a nice day.